We've got nothing first side. And again, I'm not going to get into ball screens or dribble handoffs or pistol action or thumb or nose action, all this stuff that I see being running all over the place. Nothing wrong with it. You don't need me to teach you that. You see it every day. You don't, to me, this is basketball. All right? What you do tactically, completely up to you. I'm a geography teacher. I'm not a physics teacher, biology, whatever you guys are, that's fine. Reverse it. As that happens, you leave the box. So as it gets there, right, you leave the box and come in here. There. Pivot. Score. All right? Just that. So we put pressure on the floor, we establish the box, we reverse it, we get early geography, pivot, score. Pretty simple. All right, let's get to that. Flow into it. Flow into it. Back you go. Now, for us to get that, what have you got to do? For us to get to that post up, what have you got to do? Widen the wedge, but after you pass it, what have you got to do? Bounce, because we need someone to pass it to. All right, go. All right, so what I meant by, come back here. You see, and this is a common thing with girls basketball, and it's not a sexist statement. All right, I've coached only girls basketball for 15 years. They want to come down to spots. She wanted to come here, ready, go. We're no longer in flow. We're in clunk. What sounds more effective, flow or clunk? All right? So what I want you to do is give it up. You're still going to give it up there. All right? Give it up nice and early. Hit that, bounce back, send it there. Or give it up nice and early, exit. So you're going to dribble, I'm going to fill the corner, you're going to reverse it, in, drop step, bang. All right, either or. You got to do something. Let's go. Good. Up, down. And what I said to her then is up, down. If you're going to drop them away, and again, if you're not going to have them post ball side, I don't know why people don't, but if you don't, that's okay. Don't bring them here, because all it's going to happen, reverse. Now, you might as well have done this on the first side. The reason we don't throw it in on the first side, or so people tell me, is it's too hard for young kids to play back to the basket. What, it's hard, all of a sudden it's so much easier here than it was over there. Firstly, I think that's a myth. It's a cop-out for not giving them the fundamental tools to do it. But if you're going to just throw it in here, this side, save all that BS, throw it in that side. But if you aren't going to throw it first side, create overt spacing. And what I just said to her is up, down. As it's reversed, up. As it's caught, down. Again, it's simple geography. Up to create space for you to make plays, down so you can play. All right? Now on the catch, so here, you're going to catch it. Now you're going to reverse it, throw it there, throw it there. You're going to penetrate, right? I've got to be on the move now, and then we get to our spots, right? Corner, diagonal. In fact, you would go and then drag. All right, let's have a look at that. Go. So throw it in, pivot, look opposite, shift it, drive it, shoot it. Go. Good, lift, no, lift, yep, good. Good, up, down, pivot, good. Shift it, drive it, move it. All right, shift it, drive it, Move it, shoot it. Foul, all right? Now, that's pretty simple, isn't it? 5-on-0. But if you can give them those tools and understand, and again, it's just a constant reference to the geography of the floor and constant reference to their footwork. Alex did a great job. Alex, I don't know, where are you from, Alex? You know, I was going to say the Riverina because you just were smart, and now I'm convinced. She's from Cootamundra. All the good players come from that part of the world, all right? If she caught it here and couldn't pivot, we couldn't get to the next thing. So what do we do then? We start running offense, fancy offense. Why don't we just teach Alex to pivot? And then we don't have to run fancy offense. She's got the tools to pivot, shift it, drive it, move it, play it, bang. All right? So part of playing fast, and the topic was building your offense, build it through building blocks. Don't build it through the internet. And what I mean by that is, don't Google Golden State Warriors offense and think that's the solution. That's the destination. It's not the solution, and it's not even really part of the journey. This is the journey. Can they follow instructions? Can they consistently get to where you need them to get on the floor? For those that are coaching the event, you're going to break down in transition just because they can't define the geography. Forget anything else. So then what will we do? What I call the crutch of the imbecile. Oh, I'm not sure what to do. Ball screen. Oh, we haven't got any spacing. Ball screen. Newsflash, that's only going to make it worse if you haven't got overt spacing, you haven't defined the geography of the court, they can't pivot and they don't understand. Right? The ball screen is part of an offense, it's not the solution for an offense.